Did you take it personally at the time when the band started out, and like a guy like Kurt Cobain would publicly dismiss your band and say you guys were too commercial or too pop or whatever the fuck he said? You guys ended up being friends and everything, and he ended up appreciating you, of course. Did that shit get to you at the time? Were you like, why has everybody got to be so goddamn competitive?
I probably could have agreed with some of the things he said, and there was also a history of, you know, some of the local bands, and one of my favorite Seattle bands was Mudhoney, and there was a little bit of a faction of this one side of Seattle music here, and ours didn't fit as well into that, which was fine.
Right.
But also Mudhoney, I was so grateful to have those guys as friends, and so I think the only thing that bothered me about that was because it was more public and people reacting to it. You know, it wasn't like between us, or that stuff wasn't really going back and forth with us. And I think there was a certain writer who kind of pulled a quote of Jeff Amen's out, and then pulled a quote of Kurt's out, and then kind of, you know, that made for interesting
press.
But, you know, really, I always felt like it was kind of us against the world, like our town against the world, not our band against another band. We were just, I still think back and have always been grateful that there was like a real scene. I mean, it was like there was music everywhere, and people were hanging out like, you know, every night. And after the show at the Crocodile, when 3 or 4 bands would play, and Girl Trouble and the Melvins and da-da-da, and then there'd be like an after party in someone's basement in this cool old house, you know, in Seattle that was kind of ramshackle. And then all of a sudden, you know, Chris Novoselic would be playing bass, and, you know, I'd be playing drums. There's, you know, and we're playing Beatles songs, and this guy, you know, Fastbacks, Kurt Block playing. It was really one of those times.